We ask for prayers for the family of the fallen officer and our Greensboro PD family.
Tonight, Greensboro police are mourning the loss of one of their own.
He was a loving husband, father, son, and brother.
The off-duty officer, 22 years on the force, gunned down at a Sheetz in Colfax.
I am angry and I'm sad. And I think those are feelings that are felt throughout this department.
It is a tough night here in the Triad as law enforcement mourns the loss of a Greensboro police officer and the public looks for answers about what happened. We have live team coverage to walk you through what we know. Right now, this is still an active investigation, and police ask you to avoid the area around the Sheetz on Sandy Ridge Road in Colfax. That's right on the other side of I-40 from the farmers market. The shooting happened at the gas station around 4 this evening. The officer was off duty at the time and saw a crime in progress. Investigators say he was trying to stop it when he was shot. Tonight, Greensboro police are not naming the officer out of respect for his family. But we do know he was a sergeant with 22 years of experience with the department. There was another off-duty officer and a Guilford County EMS worker at the gas station when this shooting happened. They were able to jump in to help. Our Giselle Thomas is at the scene. We'll check in with her in a moment. But first, let's head out to I-10 McMiller at Greensboro Police Headquarters, where the police chief and the mayor just spoke.
The Greensboro Police Department got news they never want to hear. They lost one of their own tonight. Emotions were high and hearts were heavy. In all of my time working here in the Triad, I have never seen Police Chief John Thompson come to tears until tonight. He struggled to share updates on this tragedy.
He was a loving husband, father, son, and brother. With 22 years of service to the department in this community. We ask for prayers for the family of the fallen officer and our Greensboro PD family.
At around 4 this afternoon, Chief Thompson says an off-duty officer witnessed a crime at the Sheetz on Sandy Ridge Road. When the officer tried to stop the crime from happening, he was shot. And coincidentally, an off-duty officer and a Guilford County paramedic were on scene. They rushed to help the officer, but he later died at the hospital. Mayor Nancy Vaughn sent her condolences to the family and police department.
This is difficult. This is one of the hardest things that I have faced as mayor. Words are inadequate right now. There's really nothing I can say that's going to give the family or the officers any comfort. What happened today was a senseless act of violence, and we have to remember that.
Police sent out a blue alert earlier today saying they were looking for 2 black men driving a Chevy Equinox, and just before 8 they canceled the alert. Police would not confirm if the suspects were caught. GPD told us, quote, they are looking into suspects. And the goal for any first responder, whether on or off duty, is to make it home at night. That did not happen tonight. And as far as the officer's name, Chief Thompson says they are not releasing that at this time out of respect for the family. We'll keep you updated as we learn more.
We're definitely praying for everyone involved. Right now, police are still collecting evidence at the Sheetz where the shooting happened. Giselle Thomas is on scene with the latest developments.
Now, for over 6 hours, there's been a strong police presence here on Sandy Ridge Road. You can still see investigators going back and forth. Now, currently, the Sheetz is closed and next door Speedway gas station is closed as well. Now, for a better reference, right off the bridge here off Sandy Ridge is the Piedmont Triad Farmers Market. Now, it's a really sad day here at Sheetz. I've seen people crying and trying to collect themselves. I met a Sheetz worker who was too shaken up to interview, but cannot leave the scene. She's been sitting on the cold concrete for hours in shock after what happened at her workplace. As the evening continued, some people lined the sidewalk here to see what happened and to even just pay respects. I met another man who says he lived here in this area his whole life. He says he has a lot of respect for law enforcement.
If it weren't for them, this country would be in bad shape. Just doing his job.
Now we're told that the Sheetz will be closed overnight and it should open back up lunchtime tomorrow. Now again, very sad news, very sad day. And as the chief mentioned, prayers for the police department and families involved.
There's been a lot of talk within the last hour on social media saying police have arrested the suspects from the shooting. We want to be clear. According to Greensboro Police, they cannot confirm that the suspects are in custody. A spokesperson says only that they have suspects they are looking at, and this is still an active investigation. The North Carolina Fraternal Order of Police posted tonight saying in part, please keep the family, friends, co-workers of this officer in your thoughts and prayers as they deal with this tragic loss. And North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper said, our prayers are with the Greensboro Police and families and loved ones. Every effort must be made to apprehend those responsible and bring justice in this tragic situation. Triad law enforcement also paying their respects to their fallen brother. The Guilford County Sheriff's Office says they will always support our law enforcement family in all agencies. The Winston-Salem Police Department shared a loss of a fellow officer is always a harsh reminder. Once you've taken the oath as a law enforcement officer, the duty to protect and serve is always upheld, regardless of being on or off duty. Rest easy, officer. We have the watch from here.